All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm gonna start by saying, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Ka'alamla Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakodash, and also double honor to the apostles and the elders of Grand Millstone, and to Yakim Adiyah pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakodash, scattered on the four corners of the earth. Around back here again with another lesson. And this lesson here is just like to the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yashai. This is like a proof, okay, to our lesson I did last night, going into how Esau is causing this weathers, or such as like floods, or all these things you're seeing with weather changing up. We can kind of now say this man is causing this, all right. Okay, and this is all these things is because when you go into like how Esau's is been talking of lately, he's talking about climate change. All right, the Earth is changing because the Earth is messed up. Now we're gonna have crazy weathers. All right, we're gonna have certain things happening, bears dying, fish dying. This and that because of climate change. But you know, as you go deeper into it, this man is the one who's causing it to be the way he wants everything to be. All right. He's the main man, the main man causing this whole earth to be where it's at. Okay, real quick, let me get this preset right here. Hold up, which we always get this preset. Okay, one of the precepts we always go into is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. All right, let's Satan should get an advantage of us if we are not ignorant of his devices. We are not ignorant of this man's evil plans. All right, and it's likely from repeating myself, but this happened today. All right, this video clip right here you're watching, it happened today. And this is after I just did a video last night, and they were showing what was happening in America, worldwide. Things happening, and then you had a couple of floods that showed that happened over here in Australia no long ago. Then if the next day what happened, New Zealand get hit, and we always know during the COVID during the C-19, right? During the C-19, the places that got hit hard over the lockdowns was Australia and New Zealand, and now you got China. That's still going, because they're trying to keep China as like the main, area where that shit came from. So that's why, like, if you come from that area, you gotta do this and this now, They're trying to keep that narrative alive, but it's all full of shit, all right? Because the other variant, it didn't come from China. It came from something. They never said where it came from, So that's how Issa's full of shit, man. This man's a liar. The devil's a damn fucking liar, man. So as you see now, this man has he's causing these things to be happening, floods happening, so where like and then from there eventually he can cause a flood to happen within your country, and state emergency is declared. You can't travel, you can't go nowhere because it floods. Okay, this is an example he's Esau is putting out there. The same thing the lockdowns that Esau was doing. Those was an examples where he's using his floods as certain examples, man. All right, because I believe Oakland might be the first city to be under lockdown due to floods, right? I could be wrong. It might have happened over here in Australia though. About 2 years ago, we got hit by big floods, and I believe the emergency was declared. I might be wrong on that, but hey, let me listen. We're gonna listen to this clip. Another precept I wanna bring out is Daniel chapter 12 verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. We're in the time of the end right now. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Knowledge has been increased in righteousness, and also knowledge has been increased in weaknesses. Meaning Esau, with the technology, pseudoscience, has been increased to where he's at the level where he's, got these machines that controls the weather, that causes floods, storms, okay, tornadoes or whatever. All right, he got it. All right, this man probably got technology that can lift up waves of the ocean and hit your goddamn fucking house, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he got there. All right. So we in times where, man, like evil, nothing but evil is gonna be happening on this earth, causing by who? Esau, man. Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 9. The prophet which had prophesied of peace. It's like, yeah, hold up. Jeremiah chapter 28 verse 6. Even the prophet Jeremiah said, Amen. The Yahweh do so. The Lord Yahweh perform thy words which thou hast prophesied. Right? The Most High is going to perform the words that which you have spoken to bring against the vessel of Yahweh by Shemshah's house, and all that is carried away captive from Babylon into his palace. This is dealing with the king of Babylonia. But now, what can you compare the vessels of Yahweh Shemshah to? The Israelites, okay, who were carried into captivity over there to Babylon, America. He said, Aman, your prophecies come true. I hope Yahweh does everything you say. I hope he does bring back from Babylon the treasure of his temple and all the captive. All right? And he's going to bring them back. Okay? He's going to bring those vessels back, man. Those bodies, it's like those, important men that was taken captivity into Babylon, it's time with their forefathers. Okay? In this time we're living in, that back that time, it was more of like, the real vessels. Okay. Verse 7. Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears, and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee, of all prophesied, both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of woe and of evil and of pestilences. Right. And this is what we're prophesizing. Esau is about to bring nothing but destruction upon earth through his pseudoscience to cause a reset, all right, for the NWO. Okay, that's what this man is about to do. We can see it. This man is the man for the job. He's the man for the job, man. He was made for the job that the Most High wants him to do, for sure. All right, let's go here real quick and prove you that he is the man. Ain't nothing can say. So no, he's not the one. He can go ahead and do what he wants to do. No, he can't. He cannot do that. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. Esau is one of those spirits, which in their fury lay on such strokes. In the time of destruction, the pure are their foes and appease the wrath of him that made him. Okay, which is how Hashem Shaddai made his spirits. And Esau that is one of those spirits. Fire and hail, famine and death and all were created for vengeance. And Esau can create all that easily. You got man-made fire, man-made hail, famine, man-made, and death, a man creating it, and others were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and swords, and punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall they shall be read upon earth when need is. When it ends, when their time is come, they shall not transgresses his word. And that's Esau. He's not gonna go against Yahweh Hashem Yashai and say, let me do what the Most High is telling him to do. No, the Most High controls you. All right? You don't believe it? Okay. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yashai. In the power of Yahweh Hashem Yashai, man. As the river's water, he turneth it whatsoever he will. And that's what the Most High is capable of doing, man. Okay, let's read this in NLT. It says, the king's heart is like a stream of water directed by Yahweh. Okay, the king's heart is like stream water directed by Yahweh. He guides it wherever he pleases. And that's how the Most High is guiding these nations. It's like not these nations, but these kings, all right, these elite, these puppets. The Most High is in the midst of them, guiding them, okay, showing them what to do, certain things to do, all right. They cannot say no, man, all right. So this is how we know Esau is being controlled, and the Most High gave this devil, that knowledge to where he's he thinks he's the power, he's the Most High, and he's causing all these things to happen. Micah 2, this book of Micah chapter 2 verse 1: Woe to them that devise iniquity, walk evil upon their beds when the morning is light. They practice it because it is in the power of their hand. When you look up the definition of the word hand there, is yad. It says hand of man, strength and power. It's in their power to do so. Because why? The Most High has given them that power to do so, man. You see what I mean? So that's why this man is doing what he's doing right now. All right? This is his time to do what he gotta do before the kingdom of Yahweh Shemeshah comes. Ezekiel 28 and verse 2: Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, the morning prince of Tyrus is Esau. That said, it's time the elites, the bankers. That said, Yahweh Shemeshah power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a power. I see in the seed of the Most High in the midst of the seas, nations. Yet thou art a man. Hey, this devil is a man. Esau is just a man, not a power. Though thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Though these devils have said their minds as the minds of the Most High. You're just a fucking man. All right, the Most High controls you. Verse 3: Behold, thou wiser than thine you. There's no secret that they can hide from thee. So these devils wiser than Daniel, man. And that's why we believe he's able to create his weather, weapons. All right. When you read in verse 3 in NLT, you regard yourselves as wiser than Daniel, and think no secret is hidden from you. And that's what Esau does, and he thinks so. But one thing he don't think of, that the Most High sees everything that he does, And this is what Esau is doing right now. This floods right here. Just listen to the video clip real quick and pay attention to it. Right? And just listen to it. Okay? Here we go.
New Zealand's largest city, Auckland, is in the midst of a state emergency after torrential rain caused widespread flooding. Residents in the worst affected areas have been told to evacuate, with homes and cars inundated with water. The deluge has blocked motorways while one bridge was swept away. It comes as the city's airport closed, causing mass disruption to flights. Usually we have just a little stream here, and then there's currently land in a nice backyard and a bonfire, and currently it's a pool.
So because it's just a bit of a low area, so all the rooms are flooded, everything, the bins gone, the plants are gone.
Floodwaters have also closed Auckland Airport. TVNZ reporter Logan Church is in Auckland for us. Logan, just take us through what the latest situation is.
Well, the rain, sadly, is still falling, and the daylight has revealed a huge mess across Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland. This morning, the mayor declared a state of emergency late last night after almost 3 months of rain fell in a matter of hours, quickly overwhelming drains. We saw flooded houses flooded in a matter of minutes. In some areas, the floodwaters were as high as my neck, and some residents were forced to swim from their homes.
And you hear that, right? This happened in the middle of the night, so nobody can really tell if this was real or not. If it was the rain that caused the flood, like what kind of rain was this, man? Okay, we wait though. We wait. All right. All this shit always happens in the middle of the night. When we get hit by floods over here in Australia, it happens in the middle of the night. You wake up the next morning, places are flooded. Okay.
Or quite bravely swim back through the floodwaters to rescue those unable to escape on their own. As you mentioned earlier, the roads and motorways that were busy yesterday morning suddenly became rivers and lakes throughout Auckland, with abandoned cars, many submerged, some floating right across the city. In terms of fatalities, sadly, the police have confirmed that 2 people have so far been confirmed dead. One person found on the North Shore near a culvert, another also on the North Shore of Auckland in a car park. They are also searching for another missing person. That number, though, is sadly expected to increase as emergency services across our city have been stretched thin. They simply haven't gotten everywhere yet. In terms of the number of people evacuated from their homes, that's also a number we don't know, and that's just because of how widespread this severe weather event has been. We're also expecting more rain, as I said, throughout today and into the week. So it's going to be a big job for emergency services and also residents as they.
And this is fucking hilarious to me, man. Everybody just showing this fucking video. They're all Elamites. Where's the true people of New Zealand at? Where's the Maori people? Where are the Maori people? The Maori, all right? The Kiwis, where they at? The Aboriginal of New Zealand. Those weren't fucking Aboriginal of Australia. I mean, it's like those weren't Aboriginal of New Zealand, which they go by the origin name of Maori. Maori. Those were fucking East Indians, Elamites. Now, okay, all right. That's I'm just saying, man. Like, you can call this video whatever you want to call, the video I'm doing, but like, I live among New Zealand over here, man. Most of my, like, the people hang out here or work, whatever, they're from New Zealand. They're Maori. Maori. Those people you see in our fucking video, those are no New Zealanders. Those are fucking East Indians. Okay, those are fucking Elamites.
As they return back to their homes to discover what's left, what can be fixed, and how to move on.
So there you have it, man.
I'm very well. Congrats on the new.
So there you have it, man. Until then, hey, this is it, man. Like, Esau's really playing these things. In the video, he trying to, like, trying to make it sound bad, but like, he's showing the people of the city being of different nations. All right, man. All right, Esau, you carry on, but we see you. We see you. The Most High Yahweh Shem Shah sees you, and what that makes us do? See you too. All right, Shalom.